Black History Month is an annual observance that celebrates the accomplishment of Black Americans. It was created by Carter G. Woodson, who was known today as the father of Black history, was an African-American historian, author, journalist, and the founder of Association for the Journal of Negro History in 1915. His career in education as teacher and student eventually led him around the world from the Philippines to France, and culminated in him being the first person of enslaved parent to receive a doctorate from Harvard University. During his lifetime, he was probably the most significant scholar promoting the history and achievements of African Americans. Black History Month takes place during the entire month of February. He chose the month of February because both the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass falls within this month. There were two people he felt were crucial figures to the history of African Americans. Black History Month is created because many African Americans felt underappreciated and was unacknowledged of in the U.S. history. In 1926, Carter G. Woodson and the Association for Study of Negro Life announced the second week of February to be Negro History Week. The idea of changing Black History Week to Black History Month happened because of a student from Kent State University in February 1969. The celebration of Black History Month happened at Kent State 1 year later, in February 1970. Woodson and the Association for Study of Negro Life wanted to bring attention to his mission and help the school system coordinate their focus on the topic. He felt it was critical for schools to successfully celebrate Black History Month because there was a lot of false information about African diaspora in schools. There wasn't enough voices that portrayed the African American community, and the Black History Month is a time to acknowledge the obstacles the African Americans has gone through and their great changes in the U.S. history.
This concept of Black History Month spread quickly, and many people demanded for the teaching materials of Black history. There was a newfound understanding of Black culture and literatures. Later, colleges and schools across the country transformed the celebrations week into a month. In 1976, as part of the United States bicentennial, the informal change of Negro History Week to Black History Month was officially recognized by the U.S. government. This celebration is celebrated in the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom. Black History Month honors the contributions of African Americans, a rich heritage that gives way to modern ingenuity. Did you know that Madam C.J. Walker was the first African American self-made woman to become a millionaire? Madam C.J. Walker invented successful lines of hair care products sold directly to Black women. Walker also funded scholarships for women at Tuskegee Institute and donated large sums to the NAACP, the Black YMCA, and dozens of other charities. Dr. Shirley Jackson conducted the first successful experiments in theoretical physics to foster advances in telecommunications research while working at Bell Laboratories. Dr. Jackson conducted breakthrough scientific research studies that enabled others to invent fax machines, touch-tone telephones, solar cells, and optic fiber cables. Dr. Patricia Bafna, a noted ophthalmologist and famous inventor, transformed eye surgery. Dr. Patricia Bafna invented laser Faro probe and the development of the procedure for it to use. Dr. Bath helps restore the sight of several people who had been blinded by cataracts for up to 30 years. Imagine the joy they felt when they opened their eyes to Dr. Bath smiling at them. Dr. Daniel H. Williams was the first physician to perform open heart surgery in the United States and a founded hospital with an international staff. We as a country still need Black History Month because it helps us remember those who had fought for equality and rights and to appreciate African American culture. We also needed to combat racism by understanding of African American history. People will be able to appreciate, empathize, and humanize the Black experience. In 2017, we especially need to celebrate the history and accomplishments of African Americans because they are still being portrayed poorly in the media. They are being endangered by the systematic police brutality and oppression. They are still being undervalued and unacknowledged due to the institutionalized racism. This Black History Month, we ask you to follow the lead of Carson G. Woodson by appreciating and celebrating the history and accomplishments of African Americans.